Incident management. Module 1. What is an incident? This is a placeholder slide. Our actor Simon will talk directly at the camera and introduce the course and the learning objectives. Please watch the following video carefully. An incident is an unplanned event or chain of events that have or could have resulted in injury or illness, damage to assets, damage to environment, damage to company reputation, threat to security. These risks or unplanned events are commonly referred to as PAIRs. The PAIRs acronym stands for People, Environment, Asset, Reputation, Security. Potential incidents are unsafe practices or hazardous situations that could result in an incident. Incidents include near-miss events. Now it's your turn. Using the examples below, drag and drop each item into the correct category. Here we see a hazardous situation. The chain has not been inspected and remains in operation despite a weak link. We now have a high potential incident, or HIPPO, as the load could be dropped if the chain were to break. A HIPPO is defined as an unplanned HSE incident or near miss that has the potential severity to cause permanent disability or death. This is regardless of any barrier that may be in place to prevent personnel from walking into a danger zone. Here we see an unplanned event, again still an incident, that could have resulted in injury if the person was stood closer to the example. Lastly, we see the result of an unplanned event that did result in injury. Here, the falling load made contact with the injured person, often referred to as an IP, resulting in a reportable incident. These outcomes could have all been prevented if the chain had been inspected. However, as it was not, the chain weakness is classified as a HIPPO due to the high potential of an incident. If you see an unsafe act or near miss, don't let it go unreported. It could lead to a fatality, maybe even one of your colleagues. Here you see Bird's Triangle, named after Frank E. Bird, who based his work on H.W. Heydrich's earlier works. Based on his findings, Bird found that for every fatality there were likely to be 10 major injuries, resulting in disability, medical complications or lost time. There were also likely to be 30 reported minor injuries, which require only first aid, 600 near misses, and 6,000 unsafe conditions or acts. Therefore, it stands to reason that if we do not report the near misses, there is a potential that a serious incident is looming unidentified due to the lesser issues being widely ignored. So, if you see a near miss or potential incident, it needs to be reported in the same way that we would report an incident. Please watch the following video. Consider, how many near misses and unsafe acts do you see? How many are reported at your work site? This photo was taken on September the 20th, 1932. It shows 11 men atop the steelwork of 30 Rockefeller Plaza during its construction. Although rumoured to be staged, it clearly shows an unsafe act that surely would not occur today. Or could it? On the 4th of October 2011, Mike Crompton persuaded 11 of his friends to reconstruct the photo and pose on the 48th floor of Heron Tower in London with newspapers, donuts and a can of cider. At the time, the models faced disciplinary action for breaching health and safety rules by sitting sideways on the beam rather than straddling it. When is an incident reportable? Reportable incidents need to be work-related. Work-related activities are defined as activities for which Sumitomo Corporation management controls are in place or should be in place, including all work by company personnel, all work by contractor personnel on company premises, all work by company personnel on non-company premises, which is executed under a contract on behalf of the company. For instance, if an event or exposure in the work environment caused or contributed to the resulting condition or significantly aggravated a pre-existing injury or illness. There are exceptions. More information is available in Global Incident Reporting Investigation and Communication Standard under Annex A. Now it's your turn. Let's review some of the key points we have covered during Module 1. Let's re-watch the forklift incident video. Think about the types of incidents that occur. Try to identify the types of incidents in this video. Tap an incident to see if you're correct. They'll turn green if you're right. Now drag and drop each heading to match it to the correct picture. In your own words, explain why we report near misses. This is a placeholder slide. Our actor Simon will confirm what you have learned in Module 1. End of Module 1.